If you're looking for some super efficient ways to stretch out those quad muscles, here's 3 amazing quad stretches and a 4th one which will blow your mind. First up, the most knee-friendly of stretches for those with sensitive knees. If you're lucky, you can get someone to help you do this one, but if you aren't lucky enough to have any volunteers, you can also do it yourself. Lay on your front, knees about as wide as your hips, and then bend the back knee to take hold of the foot. If you're one of those lucky ones, a buddy can hold it there for you. If you're not so lucky and you're struggling to reach it, then just lasso your foot with a strap. Try to remove any twist from your body. If you're stretching your right quad, think of drawing the right side body to face forwards. Press the front of the hip down into the mat, like you're trying to squish a little pea that might be buried underneath there. The super bendies amongst you might be able to turn your fingers to face forwards and roll the elbow on top of the wrist to turn this into a pushing movement rather than a pull. In yoga, we call this half frog. Number 2, this is one that you can do sat in front of the TV, minimal effort. Take your heel close to your bum to fully bend the knee. Now hold the heel there as you swing the knee out to the side, making sure the top of the foot then faces down. Maybe you're already there and you've found yourself a juicy stretch. If you haven't yet and you want to move a little deeper, recline the torso back to lean onto the elbows. The super bendies could also go down onto the back of the shoulder blades. This is your hurdler's stretch, aptly named because your legs look like they are leaping over a hurdle. Keep the tailbone tucked under and engage or squeeze through your glute muscles. If the knee rises up and off the floor, you're just shortcutting the stretch, so rise the torso back up a little bit to the point where you can keep it down. So number 3 is probably my favorite, and it's the easiest one to add into yoga flows or sequences. Take yourself into a runner's lunge and then bend the back knee and reach to grab the foot, which is easier said than done. So if you need a little help doing that, firstly, try putting your hand onto a supporting block to give you a little bit of an extra reach. Secondly, try using a strap to make your arm essentially feel that little bit longer. Thirdly, let your front thigh roll outward into external rotation to allow the hips to drop a little deeper, which might help you find more reach. You can also ditch the idea of holding the foot if you have a wall or a sofa that you could use to prop your shin up against. This is also a great alternative if all you ever seem to get is hamstring cramp. The taller you rise with your torso, the more intense the stretch will become. And then finally, number 4, the one that will blow your socks off and is definitely not for beginners. So come up into bridge pose and tuck the tailbone under, engaging your bum muscles. Come up onto the balls of the feet and then step them back to be further underneath your bum. Take your hands above your shoulders as if you're about to push up into wheel pose, and then use that pushing motion to direct the body weight forwards, guiding the knees towards the floor as you turn to rest onto the crown of the head. It is a big old stretch, that's for sure, so work on the other 3 if that one feels a little bit out of your reach. So that's your quads sorted, but what about your hamstrings? You're going to want to go and watch this video next because this flexibility hack is an absolute game changer.